Billions of people have lived and died without ever hearing the name of Jesus. Abraham asked God about this 4,000 years ago. Shall not the judge of all the earth do right? Paul answered it directly, and his answer is stranger than either side of this argument expects. Because Paul doesn't say what skeptics assume he says, and he doesn't say what a lot of Christians want him to say either. He says something much harder, and it ends up pointing straight back at us. Romans 1. Paul says creation itself is testifying. Since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Without excuse, not without knowledge. Paul's position is that nobody in human history started at zero. Then Romans 2, and this is the verse almost nobody quotes. For as many as have sinned without law will also perish without law. Without law, judged by what they had, not by what never reached them. And Paul says the Gentile who never held a Bible still carries something. The work of the law written in their hearts, their conscience also bearing witness. So God judges every man by the light that actually reached him. Nobody stands before God condemned for a message that never arrived. But Paul isn't finished, and the next part is the strangest. Acts 17. He has made from one blood every nation of men to dwell on all the face of the earth, and has determined their pre-appointed times and the boundaries of their dwellings. And then Paul gives the reason, so that they should seek the Lord in the hope that they might grope for him and find him, though he is not far from each one of us. Read that again. The century you were born into, the country, the borders. Paul says God set them deliberately so that you would have the best possible chance of finding him. Your address was not an accident. And watch what God does when someone actually seeks. Acts 8. A man from Ethiopia is riding home through the desert, reading Isaiah 53, and he can't understand it. God sends an angel to Philip, sends him to an empty road in the middle of nowhere. Philip runs alongside the chariot and asks, "Do you understand what you are reading?" And the Ethiopian says, "How can I unless someone guides me?" Philip preaches Jesus to him from that exact passage. The man is baptized on the spot. And then the Spirit of the Lord catches Philip away. God moved a preacher supernaturally across a desert for one seeking man. Cornelius was the same, a Gentile who feared God, and God still sent Peter to him. God is not obligated, but he is relentless. So what about those who never heard? Paul's final answer wasn't a theory, it was a question. How shall they hear without a preacher? He never put the weight on God's fairness, he put it on us. Do you believe God still reaches the seeker? Tell me below. Like this if it helped. Subscribe. The next mystery is already coming.